Hey party people out there in Mustang land, Stang Dad here. Gonna mod my Mustang with a couple of upgraded aftermarket heavy duty sway bar kit by S&R. I bought the kit from American Muscle and I just got through unpackaging it. I'll show you what I got here and I'll take some videos while I'm installing the sway bars. Let's check it out. Alright, just got through unpackaging the sway bar kit. Right away I can tell that these sway bars are beefier and they got a really nice, trying to do this one-handed here, really nice clear coat. And nice powder coating finish to them. Here's the front sway bar, which is way beefy, and there's the rear sway bar. It's pretty beefy. And here's a hardware kit. Hardware kit for the front. It's pretty simple. A couple of polyurethane bushings and some new brackets there. That's just for the front. That's simple. Then we got the hardware kit for the rear there with the aluminum end links and all necessary mounting hardware. Alright, so here's your hardware kit for the rear sway bar. It comes with instructions. Okay, here's a hardware kit bag. It came with instructions with some nice pictures in there. Pretty straightforward. Comes with some Loctite, which is always nice. Comes with the grease to grease your bushings. The 4 screws and washers here to lock these collars on. Your billet, end links, and your new sway bar mounts. Everything's there. Pretty nice. Okay. So now I got the car jacked up in the rear using jack stands, wheels off, supported with the jack on the side there, a little extra safety feature, and both wheels, both wheels chocked. Okay, looking at the car from the right side, you're going to get under here and first you're going to undo these 2 bolts that attach the rear sway bar to the lower shock mount. Take the bolts off. Those are 15mm. I used a long socket and a ratchet. It was pretty easy. Do that to both sides. Okay guys, I'm underneath the car here. I want to give you guys a little tip on how to remove the upper bolt where the sway bar link connects up to the frame of the car. This right here is on this side of the car, on this side of the mount there, as you can see. And the heads on this are kind of rounded, kind of stripped. Don't go under here with some wrenches and try and wrench this side off. Don't do it. What you want to do is you want to spray some WD-40 right here, in between here, or right here, or some, what do you call it, liquid wrench. And this bolt right here, you want to remove the bolt from the outside coming out this way. You won't have to turn this nut right here because it's got a little tab on it. See, it's got a little tab right here. So when you turn it all the way around, it'll hit the frame up there and it'll keep it from spinning. So this you don't have to put a wrench on. You want to remove the bolt from the side right here. And with the wheels off, I'll show you how I did that. Here we go. You can see where the bolt is right here. what I did was I got a super long, okay, I got 2 extensions, a ratchet, and my 15mm deep socket. You'll put that on right here, and then you can see you'll have plenty of room to bust the nut loose. But you're going to have to use some extensions that way because the bolt was pretty tight. So I had to get the ratchet way out here, outside of the brakes and outside of the fenders, so I can really, you know, crank on it and bust that nut loose. But with a little bit of a liquid wrench and the extensions and this ratchet, it came off pretty easy. But yeah, don't bother fooling around with the inner bolt on the inside of this bracket here. You want to loosen this bolt right here, you know, and it'll drop the sway bar. Do that on both sides. Okay, now you're gonna mount the sway bar mounts, the new sway bar mounts, to the lower shock tower right here. See? It just bolts on. The long part goes to the inside because the sway bar is gonna mount on this right here. And you got the bolt here to tighten up the sway bar. But you're gonna use the original bolts right here to mount the sway bar mounts to the bottom part of the shock tower. Simple. I'm mounting these right now, but I'm not going to tighten them up just yet. Not until I get everything put on, and then I'll tighten it up. Here's the 2 rear sway bars side by side. Yeah, you can see that the SR aftermarket sway bar is a little beefier. And I was surprised. I thought because it being of hollow design, they did that to make a beefier bar and keep it the same weight as the stock sway bar. But it turns out that this one is beefier and it's actually lighter. It's lighter than the stock sway bar. So I was pretty impressed with that. And I forgot to note that the front and rear sway bars in this kit that I bought are fully adjustable. This is the first hole closest to the main part of the bar here is if you want, that's the stiffest setting. Center's like a medium setting, and the farthest out hole right there, if you mount it right there, will be the softest setting. Right, the install is complete. Everything's tight and it fit real nice. So you can see the end link there. SR Performance back, B for back. That's the back side. Pretty easy. It just takes a little time for me to do it because I'm doing it by myself and trying to make a video. But yeah, now all we gotta do is put the front one on. The front one should be easier as long as you get the car off the ground and mount it on jack stands pretty good. Alright, so there you go, party people. Looks pretty good. Cool looking end link hanging down there, beefier bar. Be sure to wipe off all the excess grease you got all over the place. That way it doesn't attract dirt. And it looks good. Alright, just got to bolt on the wheels and lower the car. And I'll see you when I put on the front sway bar. Ciao.